And we get this. No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. No fucking way. I'm done. Oh my god, that's the primordial crystal. Wow, what is with this account, dude? Like, come on. Yes,
there it is.
Let's go. All right, let's see what it is. Let's see our prayer scroll. Oh my god! Oh my god! All right, one in whatever chance for the funniest thing to happen. Here we go. I am once again a maxed UIM, and the last video was all about the process of getting there. On November 19th, sailing was added to the game as old school RuneScape's first new skill, and within 2 weeks, I went from level 1 to level 99, re-unlocking my max cape. And now, with that diversion out of the way, it's time to get back to the goal that I've been working towards for most of 2025, getting a melee loadout that is on par with my ranged and magic loadouts, and at this point, that basically just means getting the Scythe of Vitur. I currently have all 3 best in slot armor sets for UIM, but I only have 2 of the 3 mega rare weapons, the Twisted Bow and the Tumican Shadow. The Scythe of Vitur is the 3rd, and you get it from the Theater of Blood, one of the toughest pieces of content in the game. Now, before I charge into the theater, there's unfortunately one leftover item from the last video that I need to resolve. While I was getting 99 sailing, I managed to get the extremely rare Dragon Cannon Barrel, which is used to make a dragon cannon on a boat. I decided not to make the cannon immediately once I got it because I was focused on getting to 99 as quickly as possible, but now is a really good time to knock that out and get that cannon barrel out of my inventory. I get the feeling that space is going to be really tight for this grind and every slot is going to count. The things you need to make a dragon cannon are the barrel, 4 rosewood planks, 8 dragon metal sheets, and 16 dragon nails. The barrel is already accounted for, and the planks are going to be trivial to get, but those dragon metal sheets and dragon nails are going to be the most difficult part of this. The best way to get both of those is to kill frost dragons, which are a new type of enemy that was added with sailing. The frost dragons are here on Grimstone Island, and although you have to sail here the first time, there's actually a fairy ring that you can use once you've been there previously. So here we are at the Frost Dragons. These are actually a Slayer monster, and you do get a pretty significant drop rate boost when killing them on task, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that because getting tasks for them is going to take enough time that it probably won't be worth it. Frost Dragons are weak to magic, especially fire spells, and they only attack with melee and melee ranged Dragonfire, which means that the Shadow works really well here. I don't need to worry about Dragonfire protection because I can just safe spot them, and they'll never be able to hit me. First, Dragon Cannonball drop. I actually got some of those when I was salvaging on the way to 99 sailing, but it was bugged and it didn't unlock the collection log slot. First Dragon Nails drop, and that's actually enough nails to make the cannon once I get the Dragon Sheets. I'm going to be getting a lot of nails on the way there, and those will be getting stockpiled for more ship upgrades. Alright, well, I decided to just drop some Slayer points on skips on a whim, and I managed to get a Frost Dragon task for 75 of them. The Dragon Sheets are 4 times as common on task, and obviously I'll be getting more kills per hour from the Slayer Helm boost, so this will be nice. Nice, first sheet, 1 out of 8. Number 2, that was like 10 kills later or something, nice. Sheet, halfway done. Sheet, just 1 more left. And there is the last one. And don't ask me how many shadow charges this took, because the answer is too many. The last thing I need to make the dragon cannon is 4 rosewood planks, and thankfully that'll be a lot quicker than those dragon sheets. Rosewood trees only exist in one area of the game, which is this island in the middle of the Gwyneth Glide. And here it is, the best cannon in the game. Again, this was mainly just to get that dragon cannon barrel out of the inventory, but that said, I actually have quite a few dragon nails left over from that frost dragon grind, so I guess I can make some other rosewood stuff with them so I'm not wasting them. Rosewood cargo hold on the skiff, rosewood cargo hold on the sloop, rosewood mast on the skiff, and finally the rosewood mast on the sloop. Nice. I also skipped over the process of getting all the schematics for those since it's basically just a series of fetch quests. There's just one more thing I need to do before I'm finally ready to enter the Theater of Blood, which is going to be a bit of a weird one and maybe a bit surprising. A while back, I was hyping up the Noxious Halberd as the main slash weapon that I would be taking to the Theater of Blood, and after thinking about that a bit more, I think that's not going to be 100% true. I might still end up bringing the Nally depending on how my loadout turns out, but for my main melee weapon, I've decided that I'm going to get myself a Blade of Saeldor, the Salad Blade. This is something that I haven't really ever talked about before, so let's talk about the Salad Blade. The Blade of Saeldor is the best one-handed slash weapon in the game, and it's actually quite a bit better than the Nally at Tob, especially at Verzik, where having a 4-tick weapon instead of a 5-tick weapon makes the fight a lot easier. It's one of the 2 weapons that you can make using an enhanced crystal weapon seed, the other being the Bow of Ferdinand, or the Bofa. Several years ago, I did a corrupted gauntlet grind to get the Bofa, and I used that for a long time up until I got my twisted bow, and then I basically stopped using it entirely, just leaving it in the master stash unit in the Ioworth camp. But as it turns out, you can actually switch between the 2 weapons if you want. One downside is that you can't store the blade, only the bow, and that's fine, because I'm going to be doing the top grind for the foreseeable future. The other downside is that it costs a lot of crystal shards to switch between them, but I happen to get a lot of those from the 99 sailing grind, since there's a chance to get a crystal shard whenever you use the extractor. So I guess for the span of this grind, I'm going to be without a Bofa in the stash unit, since it'll be temporarily turned into a Blade of Saeldor. So step 1, uncorrupt the Bofa. Next, I can revert it to an enhanced crystal weapon seed, which does use up some of my shards. Then I can re-sing it into a Blade of Saeldor and charge it up with more shards. I'll need to have the rest of the shards taking up space in the inventory, but 1 slot for that should be fine. You know what? Scratch that. I decided to just go ahead and run some Gauntlet to get the shards I needed to corrupt the Salad Blade, so there we go. Awesome. Now I don't need to worry about charges on it, and I'll have 1 more inventory slot for a potion. So here is the loadout. It's pretty different from when I was last in the theater, but hopefully it should also be a lot more effective. For melee, I am using my entire best melee loadout since most of the raid is going to be using melee. For ranged, I am using the T-bow with Elite Void range since most of the bosses are going to have their defense trained a bunch, so Void is generally better than Masori here. And for magic, I'm actually not using the Shadow at all, since using the Shadow basically requires me to bring my full magic loadout instead of just like a couple switches like this because of how its passive works. Getting the Eye of Ayak from the Doom of Makayodal boss is coming in handy once again. There's also lots of other niche items in here that are for specific bosses, and I will talk about those later. The Theater of Blood is unique among the 3 raids in the game for 2 reasons. First, it is the most straightforward in terms of design. There's no invocations, no procedural generation, and no player choice in the path you take. In the Theater of Blood, you always fight Maiden, Bloat, Nylos, Soditseg, Zarpus, and Verzik in that order. And secondly, this raid is meant to be a team activity, to the extent where soloing it is generally considered a gimmick like a challenge run. I can't just grind solo runs for this like I could at the Chambers of Xeric or the Tombs of Amasket, so I'm gonna be a bit constrained by when I can get a team together, and whenever I can't, I'll be just doing some unrelated stuff.
There's a 50-50 chance we wipe a Bloat, but that's just...
Yeah, that's the only reason.
We've come to terms with it. Now it's your turn to come to terms with it.
We'll see what happens. I'm not anticipating being able to go deathless or anything, and I'm also I'm also just sort of gonna be figuring out with the supplies with the inventory.
70s? Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh. That's not good. That's you, Slipper. I can't. Dude.
Okay, I literally can't get that. Okay.
70s?
70s?
I'm just saying.
You're not the only one learning, Derek. I forgot how to mage roll.
Cool.
I was clean, guys. This is the freeze blood of all time.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I have Falber respect too.
Yeah, he's dead.
That was a clean blow.
I know I'm going the wrong way. I'm picking up a brew.
Now,
oh shit, this is where chest is. Okay. Yeah, I don't have space for anything. I mean, I I used a sip of restore.
I mean,
you are leaving nothing for me. You're just one-shotting. Oh, there's one over there. Okay. All right, that was really ugly, but it worked. Okay, hopefully I don't embarrass myself.
But you do gotta be quick.
Yep.
Ready?
Ready?
Nice.
Yeah, the immediate outrun scared the fuck out of me.
Oh, that was across. Yeah, that wasn't really an outrun. It was. First of
Yeah.
all, I'm on the wrong tile. Yeah, it was a diagonal. I recognize that. Like, okay, I can do something here. This is gonna be where things fall apart for me. Just so y'all are aware, everything is gonna fall apart here. I keep clicking on the Nilos.
You have shift click?
Yeah, I should be doing that.
Oh, yellow click.
Oh.
Boing.
All right.
All right, cool.
Good luck.
Look.
All right, what could go wrong? Oh, I'm inside the boss. Oh, fuck. I was so fucking close to deathless on my first raid back.
No.
Oh, man. Oh, well. Surely rewarded. Damn.
So now that I've completed my first top run in over 2 years, let's talk about what all this raid has in store. First off is the Maiden of Sugadinti. Most of her attacks are just a matter of blood is bad, stay away from it. But at 3 points during the fight, she does a special attack that's really the first test of your team's coordination. She'll spawn some crabs that walk toward her and need to be frozen and killed before they get to her, or else they will heal her for a lot and boost her stats, making the rest of the fight much harder. The strategy here is to have a couple team members designated to freeze each half of them, and once that's done, everyone else helps take them out. Because I'm relearning the raid, I'm the designated DPS role, which means I don't need to worry about freezing them, and that's going to be a common occurrence across these first few raids. I need to focus on relearning the raid and getting comfortable with the basic strats before I move on to anything more complicated. The second boss is the Pestilent Bloat. This one is easily the most punishing if you mess up, but it's also the easiest to do correctly. The boss starts by walking around the central pillar, and you need to be on the opposite side of the pillar while he's doing that. If you get in line of sight, he will shoot flies at you that do major damage every tick, and those flies will spread to any teammates that are in line of sight of you, so it's really easy to suddenly team wipe out of nowhere because someone was out of position. Eventually, Bloat will power down in one of the corners, and that is your chance to get some damage in. The Crystal Halberd is really nice to use at the end of the phase because it's a really long attack cooldown, but you're not going to be attacking anymore after that point until he powers down again. Third is the Nilocus. This is a wave-based Mook Rush. You just attack the white ones with melee, the green ones with ranged, and the blue ones with magic. Because I was the designated DPS at Maiden, that also means I am the designated meleeer here. Some of the Nilos will attack players, but most of them will aggro onto the pillars in the room. If they destroy a pillar, the whole team takes big damage, and if they destroy all of them, it is an instant wipe. After the waves are done, the Nilo boss spawns, and it'll swap between the 3 combat styles, so you need to be ready to switch your prayers and gear to account for it. Next is Soditseg. Most of the fight is pretty simple. You just surround the boss and attack it. It'll fire projectiles that bounce between the party members, so you have to occasionally swap your prayers to block them. But occasionally throughout the fight, he'll go to a second phase where one player has to guide the others through a maze. This is just a test of performance under pressure. When you're following the guide, it's easy to forget which tiles to click on, and you can take a lot of damage from that. And when you are the guide, if you mess up at all, the team is guaranteed to take big damage because you are giving them the wrong tiles to step on. The fifth boss is Zarpus, which has 3 phases. For the first phase, you're just standing on these things on the ground that are powering him up. For the second phase, you deal damage while trying to avoid the poison pools that are being shot around the room. I'm once again taking an easier strat here. Instead of meleeing, I am just ranging from the edge of the room, which makes it much easier to avoid the poison. And for phase 3, he will face one quadrant of the room and occasionally switch which quadrant he's looking at. If you attack from that quadrant, you will take big damage. And finally is Scythe of Vitur, the final boss of the Theater of Blood. For the first phase, you have to pass this Dawnbringer staff around to let each person spec with it, while the rest of the team hits her for chip damage, all while running around the pillar here to avoid her attacks. In phase 2, you have to move in a 4-tick cycle like this to get your attacks off while dodging both her projectile attacks and her melee attacks that she does at different points in the cycle. She'll also spawn Nilos that home in on different players and blow up. And in phase 3, she becomes mobile, choosing one player as a tank for her melee attacks while still firing projectiles at everyone else. This phase has an array of special attacks, Nilos that you have to dodge, webs you have to run in a circle to avoid, yellow projectiles that you have to stand on these pools to block, and a big green ball that does big damage to one player. And of course, when she gets low, she goes into an enrage phase, where these tornadoes show up and chase each player, and you have to stay on the move to not get hit by them.
Why do we have to be so locked in?
Why are we so
Keep
fucking
clicking
good?
the same ones.
Oh, you know what I haven't been doing this whole fucking time?
Yes.
Bros.
Thralls.
It's hard to remember.
I'm so dead.
You got this.
It just hits so hard through prayer.
Just
Oh my god, what?
God.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy
Fog
shit.
is the greatest
Oh,
thing
BB.
ever created. Not rewarded.
Oh, damn.
Alright, I stopped moving.
Oh, I could have got
fucked.
another hit.
I was dangerously close to being good. That's how you know you're good, right?
Look how good I am.
Oh
guys.
boy. Oh no! Fuck.
Point.
Perfect. Surzik. Oh my god, I'm out of here.
Oh my god, get away. Fuck.
I'm in pain.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, did somebody need to pass it? Nah, I had it.
Hey Derek, have you ever accidentally drank your chug jug when it's full of all your pots?
No, because I have left click open.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I will never just drink the chug jug on this account. Which is very funny. It's just like, UIMs just never use it for its intended purpose.
Plot twist, it's a straight line.
What?
Oh!
Yeah, the world fucking froze for me. They're like, look, we only get 3 this time.
Oh shit.
Oh! How did that happen?
Oh.
You need to hit us, you need to hit us. You need to
I
hit us.
got you. I got you out.
No.
I was not out.
Was so slow. What? One take.
I am brewing up.
Alright, good luck.
Oh, there's a crab right in front of me. Thank you.
Oh, I'm out of prayer. Okay, well,
Easy DPS high.
On Derek?
It's on Derek.
Use your spec if you have it.
Kelly's pick.
fucking we ball.
Yes!
Come on, one
Big
more, one
Kelly.
more.
All right, I just gotta. Oh my god, I lived.
No! Let's go!
Poggers. Early rewarded, right?
Yeah, for that.
Really?
Damn.
Ooh, nice. I've been doing some salvaging at the Fremennik shipwrecks to try and get one of these, and there we go, a rosewood seed. I can plant that in any hardwood patch like the ones on Fossil Island, and that will make it really easy to get rosewood for ship upgrades in the future. At this point, I'm going to be doing some merchant shipwrecks in my downtime, since it'd still be pretty nice to get a second dragon cannon barrel. It's really rare. I think the rate got confirmed to be like 1 in 20,000, but if I get lucky on it, then that is great, and otherwise it's just a lot of post 99 sailing XP.
Wait, Derek, do you know like the wiggle thing?
I don't know how to do it.
Just follow me and set to walk.
Oh, walk, follow.
And then if I follow you, actually if I stand here, then follow.
Holy. We're doing it.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, is he goated?
Locked. Yeah, I saw that shit. I saw that eating animation.
Hey,
Goated.
Dude, I'm getting machine gun! There was like 5 projectiles. I couldn't pray. I couldn't.
Going for it, going for it.
Go!
No! Aw.
This one feels like a purple. I'm not even. I'm not
Is
lying.
there any good?
Ooh, top veteran.
Me.
25
that's,
KC.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
No.
we got something.
I might be due to see a Scythe. Just saying. Such a bad day, bad.
Oh, more vials of blood, yes.
I kind of got to redeem myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Redeemed.
I washed. Dude, so it's not even a boss. It's kind of fucked up. Just bully him.
oh.
Ooh, perfect soap.
Yo,
Hell yeah.
it's yours again?
A Vernick.
The daily.
The daily.
Do you want north or south?
I'm assuming I'm taking north.
All right.
I thought you want
Put up.
south breed.
I don't really care what I have.
Oh, you should.
Do you want north or south? What do you want?
What do you want?
Oh my god.
I thought I was north. Are you south?
What? I'll go south. I'm going south.
No, I'm going south.
Oh my god!
Watch this. Oh my god.
Oh!
Boom.
I love the din.
Melee, please. Thank you. Range, please. Thank you. Melee, please. No.
Fuck you!
Got
Oh! Goodbye.
Hey, wait.
But-
Am I doing north or south?
Okay, I'll do
God.
north.
It also helped that I was thralling. I wasn't kidding when I said I was going to put a tile on every boss that says thrall. I did that, and it's helping.
This is never mind.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? It's if it ain't a 2 down, I don't want to see Nyla.
That Hammy's not here. Why is Chris calling me?
Oh God,
I'm not taking a fucking phone call at Nilo's.
he's like calling you on your phone.
Yes.
Dude, Chris is a lovely man. I love Chris.
You're like, dude, I just bought a new couch. You wanna see it? It's gonna be something really stupid. You left a fucking voicemail.
Dude,
Yeah, I called him back and he fucking hung up on me.
if it ain't a 2 down, say it with me, guys.
I don't want to see Nilos.
Nilo's. The 416 treatment is when we would do 416s with like people who would just start rooms hella early and just be trolling. When they would get soap ball, we would all go to the DD tile. A tick before it detonates, we would run away.
Nice.
Hey guys, I really need a purple here. My bank is hurting.
Yeah, so's mine.
You're what?
My bank.
Wait, we just made the same joke in different ways. Ooh, got one.
Mine.
Oh,
Yep.
It's mine.
Iron purple.
Ooh,
Daily.
daily.
Good
How
luck.
about that melee?
Oh, good. We lived. Oh,
Ooh.
it's mine again.
Flipper, it's a big day for you. What the
It's a
hell?
big day.
Oh my
Nice.
god! What the
Good morning, it is Saturday, and I'm probably not going to be getting a top team until later tonight, so I think I'm going to do something different today. It all comes down to something interesting I learned the other day, which is that the Glacial Tomatli are worth about 48k on the Grand Exchange. Now, some of you might already know where I'm going with this, but for everyone else, this has to do with that nest in Alduran that I mentioned a few videos ago. The nest that lets you store any item in it that's worth less than 100k. I've been keeping the Dual Makahito as my double hitting weapon of choice, but those aren't storable anywhere except cold storage at the Blue Moon boss. If I were to replace those with the Glacial Tomatli, I would be able to store them in the nest, and then that would free up cold storage for any other weapon, which would let me start storing my Tumican Shadow there long term, which is great, because the Shadow takes up 3 slots when you bag it, because you have to bag the runes too. So long story short, I can save 3 bag slots by getting the Glacial Tomatli at the Amoxliotl boss, so I'm gonna go do that. Amoxliotl is a very easy boss, but I didn't get a chance to explain it last time I was here because there's the Tomatli at 2 KC, that is incredible. For most of the fight, you're just attacking with melee, ideally Crush and Praying Magic. Every auto attack, she'll spawn some ice on the ground that you have to dodge, and there will be a pool left on the ground that you have to avoid. When she spawns ice blocks in the room, you have to destroy them or else they heal the boss, and when she disables your prayer, you have to turn it back on. That is the entire fight. Amoxliotl Adept, 20 KC. There we go, lucky once again. Grind is over at 24 KC, and my double hitting weapon on the UIM is now the Ice Poppers because they're storable in the nest.
Oh, it's on me. Oh! Well, I have no healing, so I'm dead here. Oh!
Okay, I'm in.
No way.
Oh my god, one more 0, please.
Oh my god!
Hey.
That's incredible. Surely off of that, right? Never.
Oh, that would have been so
That's
poetic.
crazy.
How much do you guys tip your raid leaders?
Is that a thing?
4 chain bodies.
How'd you fucking do that? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Surely. Number 6?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Oh, yo, whose is it?
Not mine.
I'm sorry.
It's Mons, the main. I mean, he's MVP.
But, I mean,
But-
Derek,
The daily?
this could be the 700 mil split, Derek. I'm just letting you know right now.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's
I think my Vows of Blood were more than the split.
And then
So
ball.
weak.
Oh my god, I lived.
No. How did you live? That's insane.
Somehow. I did like basically all of P3 without any supplies. Oh my god, it's mine.
Wait.
Oh boy. Hold
Wait.
Oh.
This is your time.
It's like a 1 in 19 for the funniest thing to happen. All right, here we
1
go.
in 19.
The clip.
Ooh, verdict.
The daily. The daily.
Nice.
Are we doing
God,
back
have to
3
do
back or is it too late?
Now that I've gotten my first purple of the grind, I want to take a moment to just mention how the uniques work here at Tob, because I'm going to be here for a while. Tob is a bit unique in that the only thing that matters for your chance to see a purple is how many deaths there are. At 0 deaths, there's a 1 in 9.1 chance for the raid to get a purple, and that goes down every time someone dies. And just like the other raids, your chance of getting the purple in your name is based on your contribution and personal deaths. When you get a purple, that can be one of 7 different unique items. What you just saw was the Avernic Defender hilt, which is the most common at a 42% rate, but it's still pretty valuable because it's the best melee offhand in the game. Next up at a 10.5% rate is the Garazi Rapier, which is the other unique I got in my previous top grind. It's one of the holy trinity of one-handed melee weapons, the Garazi Rapier for stab, the Blade of Saeldor for slash, and the Inquisitor's Mace for crush. Also at 10.5% is the Sanguinesti Staff, which used to be the best powered staff in the game, but it got overtaken by the Tumican Shadow, even though that was two-handed, and now it's been made entirely obsolete by the Eye of Ayak, which is a one-handed powered staff that's just better in almost every way. Next up is the Justiciar armor set, where each piece is a 10.5% rate, so the chance to get any Justy piece is 31.5%. The Justiciar set is the best defensive armor in the game, which normally means it's not very valuable, because very few PvM metas involve prioritizing defense, but more recently it's ticked up a little bit in value because of that mage tank fad at the Inferno, where people will bring the Justiciar set instead of learning the Inferno. And finally, the jackpot item, this raid's mega rare weapon, and the reason I'm here in the first place, the Scythe of Vitur, at a rate of 5.2% or 1 in 19. This is the best melee weapon in the game, and it's the one thing I really care about here, so the rate for me to see a Scythe is about 1 in 173, though that assumes no deaths, so in reality it'll be more rare than that, and that is just the rate to see a Scythe, by the way. Getting one in my name will likely take, several times that much. I could be here like upwards of 700, 800, 900, even 1,000 KC. But for now, I am mainly just keeping my head down and trying to get comfortable enough with the mechanics that I can get deathless raids in my sleep. If I can do that, I can start learning more advanced mechanics that'll speed the fights up, meaning more raids per hour. So one nice thing about having the Glacial Tomatli instead of the dual Makahidal is that it makes it really easy for me to do the ranged DPS role if I need to. Up until now, I have been exclusively doing the melee DPS role, which is a bit weird because I've been ranging for Maiden and Zarpus, but the melee versus range distinction is purely based on what you're doing for the Nilo room. I had been doing melee for Nilos because I'd have to bag my dual Makahidal if I wanted to do ranged, or maybe just leave them in the inventory even though I wouldn't be using them, but now that I have the Tomatli, if I ever want to switch to the ranged DPS role like this, I can just bag the Tomatli and have an extra slot open because I'm already going to be bringing my blowpipe. The third role is Mage, but that is something I'm not going to be doing for a while. The Mage role has some extra responsibilities at Maiden that require bringing more Mage switches, and I'm not sure what that's going to look like for my loadout, so for now, I'm just going to be doing the melee and ranged roles, and yes, I know that those are the easy roles, but if there's people available who can take the Mage role, then I'm going to let them do that. I am pretty happy to just focus on not dying, which I'm able to do consistently now.
Dude, we should do a challenge where we do Nilos with six ticks only.
All right, whenever you decide to do that challenge, don't invite me that day.
I wanted to show this off because, believe it or not, this is actually my first party wipe of the grind, and this is my process for re-gearing after a wipe. UIMs have a reputation of taking a really long time to get back after wiping, but if you prepare right, you can make the run back really fast. Basically, I have pre-prepared 8 stacks of 100k in the GE, which you do by putting in 100k offers for bonds and then canceling them. So when I wipe, I just grab a stack of 100k from the collect option in the bank, and then use that to unlock the death bank, grab my max cape and bagged items, then go and bag them. Then I pull 30k out of the LMS coffer and buy a dragon's medallion to get back to the theater, and then I can pull everything else out of the death bank and be ready to go in less than 2 minutes. Not bad. Ooh, back in my day, that's for doing a run with no scythes on the team. Ooh, a bit of a clutch there, but we managed to pull it off. That is also my first MVP, I think.
Dang.
Dude, I swear to God, if I could have purple and the name Feet Demon is in the clip.
Yo, come on.
He's done it.
Good night.
What?
Oh,
He
lives. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Rum?
What are you
Hello?
doing?
Dude, how else are we supposed to
Okay.
get across the... Wait,
What do you
he's
mean?
alive?
Bro,
What?
Oh
brother.
shit.
Oh my
Why did
God.
you just
Dude, I thought he was dead.
I wanted to explain what's going on here because I was really confused for a bit looking back at this clip. So first off, my teammate Shrieker takes fatal damage on what looks like the same tick that the phase transition hits, and he was also selected to be the guide for the maze. So to make sure that the maze is still solvable, the game actually gives him 1 HP back so he can go through the maze. So he gets ready to do that, but my other teammate Romsky doesn't realize that he's still alive. He thinks the guide is dead, so he just runs straight through the maze, spamming Bruce to heal through the damage he's taking, and I realize that he's still alive, so I'm getting ready to do the maze as normal. But the last guy in the raid doesn't realize he's alive either, so he's just stuck at the start trying to figure out if he has enough healing to tank all the maze damage. And because I started following Shrieker through the maze, the tornado spawns, but it actually follows the closest person to it, which causes it to go south out of the maze to kill him. I have never seen anything like that happen in Top.
All right, what do you get? Justy chest. Ooh, it's mine. Ooh, okay. That was on 75 KC, and it's mine. All right, here we go. 1 in 19 for the funniest thing to happen. A Vernic and an Elite. Oh boy. The log is 3 Avernics, 1 Rapier. All right. Yeah, that seems pretty average. Gets the hat. Oh, he finished it. Nice. Ooh, deserved. It was Romsky. Justy chest. Nice. Grats to Romsky. Oh my god, triple herbs. All right, 1 in whatever chance for the funniest thing to happen. Here we go. Oh my god! I got it! No fucking way! That is ridiculous! Holy shit, my voice is so shot from, like, I think I picked something up at GDQ. My voice is shot. So I probably just fucking damaged myself. Holy shit. What is my KC? What is my KC? 88 KC, dude. I am so lucky at raids. Every single raid on this account, I have gotten so lucky. I got the fucking 7 KC Shadow. I got like about half drop rate KC Twisted Bow. A bit more than that. And I got the fucking 88 KC Scythe. This is fucking ridiculous, dude. This grind was supposed to be months. This was supposed to be a months-long grind. Oh my god. You didn't want it to happen, but Feed Demon is in the... God damn it.
Okay, so I just used the Scythe on the Firewell. That is sick. So I know I touched on this already, but I wanted to really explain why this is such a big deal. The Scythe of Vitur is the best melee weapon in the game. It is two-handed, and it is primarily used for slash, though it's actually pretty decent for crush too. But the stats alone aren't what makes this weapon so good, it's the two passive effects on it. One of the passives lets it hit multiple enemies at once if they're all in melee range, and the other lets it hit a single enemy up to 3 times, depending on the enemy's size. So 1x1 enemies get hit only once, 2x2 enemies get hit twice, and 3x3 enemies get hit 3 times per attack. And this is really big because bosses in this game tend to be physically large. So this instantly becomes my best melee weapon for bossing, outside of specific bosses where the boss was specifically made smaller to make it weaker there, like Vardorvis. There's one downside to this weapon though, which is that it has a charge system, and unlike something like the Sanguinesti staff or the Tumican Shadow where you just load it up with runes and then you're good to go, charging the Scythe requires both blood runes and vials of blood, which are only obtainable from the theater. But thankfully, you can actually store the charges in this Fire Well at the theater, so I don't have to have a bag slot permanently taken up by vials of blood. So basically what this means for me is, even though I got the Mega Rare, and I don't really care about Top Uniques anymore, I still need to do a lot more Top so that I can get more vials of blood, so that I can fill the Fire Well with Scythe charges to use in the future. I should also mention, raiding with a Scythe is pretty similar to what I was doing previously, but I am doing some bosses differently to account for it. For Maiden, the Scythe is better than the T-Bow, so I am meleeing the boss with the Scythe now. For Bloat, I am using the Scythe instead of the Blade, and I need to take 1 fewer attack per cycle, because the Scythe has a 5-tick attack speed and the Blade is 4-tick. The Nilo waves work exactly the same since I'm still using the Ice Boppers when I'm meleeing, but now I have the option of using the Scythe to clear out a group of melee Nilos if they stack up. And for the boss, I'm using the Scythe instead of the Blade. For Soditseg, I'm using the Scythe instead of the Blade. Are you seeing a pattern yet? For Zarpus, I'm still using T-Bow for phase 2, although at this point I really should start thinking about learning the melee strat, since the Scythe is really good here. And for P3 Zarpus, I am using the Scythe instead of the Blade, which makes the timing a bit trickier. With the Blade, my attack cycle always lines up with Zarpus looking into a new area. He does that every 8 ticks, and the Blade is a 4-tick weapon, so you can always just hit him twice on each cycle. The Scythe is 5 ticks, so I have to hit him twice on one cycle, and then once on the next cycle. Messing that up is one of the easiest ways to get insta-killed in this raid. And for Verzik, I am just using the Scythe everywhere instead of the Blade. It is slightly trickier for phase 2 since I'm moving on a 4-tick cycle and attacking with a 5-tick weapon, but it basically means that once every 4 or 5 cycles, my attack automatically gets delayed a couple ticks, as long as I'm following the pattern right. So throughout this entire raid, I am no longer using the Blade of Saeldor anywhere. It is completely obsolete now because I have the Scythe, and unfortunately I cannot just store it in the stash unit yet because I have to turn it into a Bofa again to do that. But at least I can uncorrupt it, which removes all charges and makes it tradable, so I can put it in my bag for now. So right now I have 2 main goals. When I have teammates available, I will be running Top to get more vials of blood from more Scythe charges, and when I don't have teammates available, I will be getting crystal shards to turn my Blade of Saeldor back into the Bow of Ferdinand so I can put it in the stash unit.
Ooh, we got another one. 2 purples in one day, and one of them was my Scythe. Hilt. Nice.
Hey, there we go. I have been pickpocketing elves for a few hours now to try and get this enhanced crystal teleport seed drop, since you can sell these for 150 crystal shards each. So let's see here. The Blade of Saeldor has been reverted to a seed. And there we go, it's back to the Bow of Ferdinand. I can store this in the stash unit to get it out of the inventory, and eventually I will get enough crystal shards to corrupt it again. Hey, nice, master time for trios. Oh, perfect Bloat. I could have swore I already had that.
Let's see. Sang Staff. Nice.
Fun fact, the big stomp attack from Bloat is one of the easiest tick eats in the game. You just eat as soon as you see the screen shake. Oh, I forgot to get the clip earlier, but the last raid was 100 KC. Ooh, pop it. That is for having no one get hit by Nilos at Verzik and for not cheesing it by freezing them. I wanted to show off something I've been working on, and that is learning how to tank Verzik P3. Previously, I had just been passing the tank if she aggroes onto me, which means just stepping under her for a few attacks until she aggroes onto someone else, but I kinda need to learn to deal with being tank, so this is basically how it works. You have to either step under her or away from her whenever her attack begins, and that makes it impossible for that attack to be a melee. If the tank doesn't do that, then that melee can hit huge damage to everyone standing adjacent to her, which is basically always going to be the entire rest of the team. There we go, that's the last set of teleport seeds. Alright, the Bofa has been re-corrupted and recolored, so now I don't ever really need to worry about that again. And with that, I think that's going to be where this video ends. To be perfectly clear, I was not expecting it to take this little time to get the Scythe. I got ridiculously lucky on that. The top grind still isn't over because I need to work on getting more vials of blood to fill the Vire well, but that said, it's no longer going to be the focus. I'm still going to gear up and run more raids when people are available, but it's no longer number one on the to-do list. In fact, the to-do list is starting to converge around one of my favorite times of the year, UIM Showdown. UIM Showdown is the biggest community event in the game for UIMs. Every summer and winter, over 200 UIMs form teams and compete to earn the most points across the 10-day event, having a lot of fun along the way. Ever since last year, I have been helping run the event, but I'm also participating in it, which means I have a lot of work to do to get ready. If you have a UIM and you're interested in playing in UIM Winter Showdown 2026, you can find a link to the UIM Showdown Discord server in the description. All UIMs are welcome, regardless of account progression, skill level, expected playtime, or unique restrictions. The event starts on February 19th and runs through March 1st, and if you're watching this video shortly after it went up, player signups are already live, so you should go and sign up ASAP to guarantee a spot in the event. I am very excited to see what this new Scythe is going to be capable of for UIM Showdown, and I'm also excited to start getting my account ready for the event, and I will see you then.